up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Juvia. If you're new here, thank you for clicking on this video. I really appreciate you. And as you guys can see by the title of this video, this will be a makeup video, and I thought it would be the perfect time to show you guys my everyday makeup routine slash dark skin friendly routine. So if you guys would like to see how I created this look, then make sure you keep on watching. Alright, you guys, so as you can see, my eyebrows are already done, and that's because I have a video that's coming right after this one on my everyday eyebrow or my eyebrow routine, so stay tuned for that. So first I'm gonna start off with my Carmex. I'm just gonna put a little bit on my lips because my lips are a little chapped. And ever since COVID, I haven't really been wearing makeup like that because it's no point of wearing makeup underneath a mask, and because I'm trying to clear my skin up. As you guys can see, I'm really suffering from acne. Like, it's really bad. Well, it's not that bad, but for me it's that bad because I've never had problems with acne. So I'm just really trying to clear my skin up. And now we're gonna move on to primer. So I just recently started using this e.l.f. primer. So this is the Poreless Face Primer. So the only difference that I've noticed with using the primer is that my foundation goes on smoother and it looks much better than if I wouldn't have used the primer. So I'm just going to take a little bit on my finger, about that much, and I'm just going to put it on the areas of my skin where I get oily. And where my pores are the most visible. Well, really, I just applied it to my whole face. So after primer is foundation. So I'm just going to take my foundation brush, and what I like to do is just apply it to the brush and just dot it in the face first. And now I'm going to blend it out. Now, I don't go too heavy underneath my eyes. I barely even put foundation underneath my eyes because we're going to go in with the concealer. So you don't have to worry about completely covering up underneath your eyes. Okay, next is concealer. The concealer that I use, I just started using, and I really like this concealer. It matches me so well. Like, it's not too light and it's not too dark. It's like the perfect shade for me. This is the Covergirl Trueblend Undercover concealer, and it's in the shade Deep Golden. I don't like to drag my concealer all the way out because I feel like it looks stupid. I like to keep the concealer right underneath my eye. So I'm just gonna keep it right underneath my eyes, like this. And now I'm gonna take my beauty blender. Now, you want to always make sure your beauty blender is damp. You don't want it to be too wet and you don't want it to be dry. I'm just gonna blend this concealer out, and I'm just gonna pat lightly. Now, I feel like this is not enough, so I always go back in with a little bit more for a little bit more coverage. Alright, so now once we're done with the concealer, we're going to move on to the powder. Powder I like to use is Juvia's Place, and it's in the shade Gobi. And I'm just going to take this sponge. Now, this is a powder sponge, so it's meant for powder and not highlight or anything else. So I'm just going to take a little bit on my sponge like that, and I'm just going to apply it really gently. Pressing it into the skin. Oh yeah, I forgot to highlight my forehead. So I'm gonna go back in and I'm gonna highlight my forehead. I always forget to do this, and my nose. Like I always forget to do this, and I always have to go back in, but it's okay. All right, and I'm gonna also bake in those areas too. So down the bridge of my nose, I'm gonna bake. Excuse me. And on my forehead. All right, so I'm just gonna let that sit for a minute, and we're gonna move on to contour. So the contour I like to use, well, it's not really even a contour that I use, it's a bronzer. So the bronzer I like to use is by Morphe, and it's in the shade Prodigy. This is what it looks like. So I'm just gonna take this brush and I'm gonna dip in, and I'm just going to chisel out my cheeks just like this. And I'm also going to take this angled brush by Morphe. It's the Morphe E62 brush, and I really like this brush for contouring the nose. And yeah, I'm just going to contour my nose with it. And now I'm going to take my brush and I'm just going to dust off this excess powder like this. Alright, and I'm also going to take a little bit of powder like underneath my contour, just to give me a nice chisel. And I'm just going to wipe away the excess powder that's there. Alright, so next is eyeliner. So I like to use two different eyeliners. So for my lid, I like to use a liquid eyeliner, and this is the NYX Epic Ink Liner. And I'm also using the Revlon Color Stay liner. So they're both different. I got a liquid one, and I have like a, I don't know, gel, I guess you would say. And I'm going to be using this underneath my eyes. Next is the mascara. So the mascara I'm going to be using is called Great Lash by Maybelline New York, and it's just this one in a pink bottle. I'm just going to use this to coat my top lashes and my bottom lashes. Alright, so next I'm going to take my Morphe Continuous Setting Spray, and I'm just going to give my face a nice spray. And I feel like the setting spray just brings it all together, and it just melts all the powders into your skin with the foundation, and it just makes the look come out so much more flawless. Okay, so next is lashes, and the lashes I'm going to be using came from AliExpress. I think they're mink lashes, and these are what they look like. I haven't even opened these yet. A lot of people like to apply their lashes like straight out the pack. I don't like to do that. I like to always cut my lashes a little bit to make them fit my eyes. Now the hard part for me when it comes to lashes is getting my real lashes to blend with the falsies. But I find that you really have to take your fingers and like press them together to get them to blend better. So, and that actually helps with blending them together. And I also forgot to tell y'all, I like to use the Duo Lash Glue. And it's in the green writing. This is my favorite one because it has like the little applicator where you can apply it to the lashes rather than the little squeeze bottle. Because I hate the squeeze bottles, because whenever I'm trying to apply something to my lashes, a lot comes out at a time. So I like these better than the squeeze bottles. Okay, so next is highlight, and I like to use the highlighter by Juvia's Place, and it is it's in the shade the Royalty 1. I think that's the name of it, the Royalty 1 by Juvia's Place. I guess that's the name, the Royalty 1, and it's their loose highlighter. This is my favorite highlighter. It's like a gold, almost like a rose gold shimmery shade. So I'm just gonna take this little brush, and I'm gonna use this to highlight. And you gotta be real careful with this highlight, because this is super duper duper pigmented. So I'm just gonna take it in. So I'm gonna start my nose first. See y'all, it's so pigmented. Alright, so now I'm going to take just a little bit more of my Morphe Continuous Setting Spray, and I'm just going to do one more spray. More like 10. I think that was too much. And for the lips, I'm just going to keep it simple, because this is what I would do on my normal everyday makeup routine. I just stick with my Carmex. I'm not really a super duper big fan of like lipsticks and stuff and lip gloss, because I got crusty lips. My lips are always crusty, so, and a lip gloss and a lipstick just make it worse. So I just stick with my Carmex. Alright you guys, so this is the finished product of my everyday makeup routine / dark skin friendly makeup tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button, and if you're not subscribed to my channel already, make sure you go down below and hit that subscribe button, and also make sure you click that little bell button so you never miss when I upload a new video every single week, girl. And if you guys want to see more makeup videos from me, make sure you comment that down below so I know what you guys want to see from me. And I'll see you guys in next week's video. Bye.